Alrighty guys, how's it going? Nurbo here. Hope everyone's having a good day, good weekend. Different time schedule today. We're trying something different this week. Since I finished one of my big projects, I am trying to spread my time a little bit more. So that my wife can have a proper Saturday to relax and I can maybe get more things done on Sunday. Basically, I'm stacking more things on Sunday so she can have more time for herself on Saturday. And that's kind of what happened this week. So, I just finished with everything today. You know, working and running around doing stuff on other stuff and then shopping. Literally just came home from it. And now we can finally get started. So, we're going to see how this goes for today and next week as well. Because this looks like this will probably be our regular time, Sundays now. That being said, I forgot something. I realized I forgot to take my medicine today. Give me 2 seconds, guys. Alright, sorry about that. Yeah, I've been taking medicine too. I'm getting these rashes these last few days. Something that happens every now and then. No, this has started happening after COVID, but it is what it is. And I'm going to be seeing a dermatologist Tuesday to hopefully clear that up. But for now, I got some medicine that I can take to help keep the symptoms down or hopefully make the symptoms start going away, although doesn't seem like it's spread much since, but it hasn't exactly gone away. Oh well. Anyway, what we're actually here for. News and trailers. That's what we're here for. I'm glad you're enjoying that. And yeah, the Red 13 story is pretty awesome. They have, like, that game is so redundant. Not redundant. It's, I find Final Fantasy's story in general, or the game Final Fantasy story, Final Fantasy VII, to be overhyped a little bit. But if there's one thing that I feel they did really nail, is the characters. Like, all the characters in that specific game are really, really good, even in the original. Like, they all have great stories and backgrounds and so on. And they're all very, like, colorful and different, which is nice. So, like, yeah. I'm glad you're enjoying it. That's all I'm saying. Now, first bit of news. Let's actually get to the news now. Let's see here. First bit of news is Nintendo. Nintendo posted an updated version of their game content guidelines for online video and image sharing platforms on September 2nd, which has already passed, strengthening their terms significantly. The update adds one new clause and edited 2 supplementary explanations that users must comply with when sharing and or monetizing Nintendo-related content online. The following new clause was added. We reserve the right to object to any content that we believe is unlawful, infringing, and inappropriate or not in line with these guidelines. We reserve the right to no longer allow the use of Nintendo game content in case of such violations. Essentially, this new clause makes it so that any violations of the content creators guideline, including posting game content before it officially releases, gives Nintendo the liberty to not only take legal action, but also ban a user from any future use of their IPs in content making. Yeah, Nintendo's cracking down on all the leaks and all the people who love to freaking pirate their games. That was actually a huge thing if you guys didn't know. I don't know if it was Tears of the Kingdom. I don't think it was. I think it was the other one. The what was it called? Legend of Zelda Breath of the Wild. If I remember correctly, that game literally got pirated on an emulator, like by almost 1 million copies. It was a lot. It was bad, pretty damaging, and like that right there gives them the ability to basically ban any content creator who does that. And there was people streaming that shit on Twitch actually before the game even released. So yeah, they put in a new clause now, giving them the power to start taking legal action. And Nintendo don't play games, man. Nintendo is very notorious for taking legal action when anyone messes with their stuff. So there you go. Next up, we have the iOS version of Resident Evil 7, Resident Evil Village, and Resident Evil 4 Remake, now requiring an online connection at startup. All three apps have update notes reading due to changes to the startup process. An internet connection is now required when starting this app, although no reason was given for Capcom as to why the games now need to connect online when they're started up. Some of the Reddit page users believe that maybe a DRM check to avoid piracy. The main issue with this is that this update essentially renders the game unplayable for anyone whose device can't get a connection. While it initially seems that anyone with a phone should usually have access... No, we don't need ads popping up. Usually have access to a data connection, there are some places such as the basement of a venue, flight, an underground train, or a remote location where they may temporarily have no signal or Wi-Fi access. The issue is likely worse for iPad users, many of whom can only connect their device online when there's a Wi-Fi connection. Some players on the Reddit page are now attempting to find out whether they can refund their game. Bad move on Capcom's part, especially considering that those are not online games. Those are single-player, like, adventure games. That's a really bad move for them to do that. Sorry, had a quick message I had to respond to there. Yeah, that's a bad move on Capcom. Honestly, they just kind of made their phone game not very easy to use outside of internet services, which is not great. We're about to hit another epic song this week. We are? We have Nintendo in the news once more this week. Nintendo's just full of it today. Nintendo of Europe has announced a few changes to its management structure after Stephen Boll stepped down from its role as president. Boll served as president for Nintendo of Europe for 6 years after succeeding Satoru Shibata in 2018 and has been an employee at the company for more than 35 years. According to the announcement, Boll has decided to leave the company and call an end to the full-time professional career. To an end to his full-time professional career. Nintendo has announced that Luciano Perena has now succeeded Boll as CEO and president, marking a step up from his previous role as Nintendo Europe's chief financial officer. That's not all, though, as Laurent Fischer has been announced as the new chief operating officer, with Tom Enuki stepping in as senior managing director. The former joined Nintendo France's marketing team in 1998 and has been serving as chief marketing officer since 2018, while the latter joined the senior management team of Nintendo of Europe in 2022. So, a couple of promotions there. It's kind of nice to see people getting, pushed up the ladder for hopefully having been doing a good job. Hopefully. So we'll see. Maybe Nintendo of Europe is in good hands. And not in worse hands. Is all we can hope for. We're about to hit Rebirth song. There's a Rebirth song? Did you ever figure out that card game, Chad? I'm actually curious. Watching you struggle on that thing was kind of funny. Following that up, we have the games coming to Game Pass. Available today, we have Star Trekker Cloud, Console, and PC. Age of Mythology Retold, Cloud, Console, and PC as well. Or, see, when they say console, I guess they also are including, I just realized, when they say console, they're probably also including Xbox One. And when they say X and S, it's just the X and S. I'm still going to just say console. September 4th, which is already out. Expeditions, a Mud Runner game, Cloud, Console, and PC, also out already. And then we have Riders Republic. I thought this game got shut down. This game is still going live? I thought this game got shut down. Riders Republic, Cloud, Console, and PC, September 11th. Train Simulator. Train Sim World. I'm sorry, not Train Simulator. I think that's a different game. Train Sim World, Cloud, Console, and PC, September 17th. And then we have some DLCs. We have Valorant Episode 9 Act 2, which is available now. Dead by Daylight Castlevania is available now, which is a weird one for that game, I'll be honest with you. I didn't think Castlevania would be a good franchise for this. As a crossover, honestly. Ark Survival Ascended Aberration, September 5th, which is now already. Ark Survival Ascendant, Bob's Tall Tale, Steampunk Ascendant is also available now. And then we have the Xbox Game Pass Ultimate Perks predecessor Ready for Action Bundle, which is available now. Metaball Police Pack available now. Not clue. No clue what that is. Never heard of that one. EA Sports NHL 24 Starter Pack is available now. Multiverses MVP Pack 2 is available now. And then as of the 15th, these games will be getting removed. So you have Ashes of Singularity Escalation on PC. FIFA 23 Cloud, Console, and PC. Kind of makes sense. They'll probably be making space for the FC 24. Payday 3 Cloud, Console, and PC. Slime Rancher 2 Cloud, Console, and PC. Spider Heck Cloud, Console, and PC. And You Suck at Parking Cloud, Console, and PC. I am actually now curious about this game. After seeing the name of that game, I am honestly very curious what this is. Huh, that's interesting. Not at all what I thought it would be. It's like a racing obstacle course where everyone's like kind of racing to the parking spot. So it's kind of like musical chairs to a degree, but with cars and like destructible environments and stuff like that. Weird looking game. $20. Huh. Weird one. Alright, moving on from that. Moving on from that, let's see. We are now going to PlayStation. Sony has posted on their blog that they will be taking Concord offline. It didn't even last a month, guys. It literally did not even last a month, and they are already shutting down the servers. It's amazing. I'm literally baffled by that. I thought it would have lasted a little bit longer before they finally took it down, but no, it did not even last a month. The blog post stated, while many qualities of the experience resonated with players, we also recognize that other aspects of the game in our initial launch did not land the way we'd intended. Therefore, at this time, we have decided to take the game offline beginning September 6th. So it is offline as of doing this video. And explore options, including those that will be better reach our players. We will determine the best path ahead. Concord sales will cease immediately, and we will begin to offer full refunds for all gamers who have purchased the game for PS5 or PC, Steam, and Epic stores. We'll refund players who bought the game over the coming days, and will contact each customer directly to confirm that the refund has been processed. For customers who have purchased a physical copy at a retailer location outside the PlayStation directly, please refer to the refund process of the retailer you purchased it from to obtain your refund. So at least you can get a refund on the game. Real shame, though, that the game couldn't even last a month. It sucks, too, because when this game released, the developers were posting stuff on Twitter how excited they are to release their game and all that. It's a really shitty situation and kind of sad, honestly. Although, like, yeah, it's another Overwatch with some kind of Guardians of the Galaxy theme kicked in, even though it's not really Guardians of the Galaxy. It's more of like just a copycat of it. So, yeah, it's unfortunate. Really unfortunate all around, but I feel like they should have saw that coming. Following that news, we have some terrible news on Age of Mythology Retold, which is currently receiving negative reviews for charging $6 for a 22-year-old JPEG. Or JPEGs, I should specify multiples. Players have observed the game has exactly one DLC to its name, in the Legacy Deity Portrait Packs. It's currently on sale for $6, and as the name suggests, lets players use the portraits from the 2002 original release. Yeah, if you guys didn't know, this is like a remastered release. And there is like artwork, like portraits, character portraits. And apparently they're selling that separately, which was part of the original game in 2002. And they're selling them for $6 to try to just get more money, I guess. It's a really dumb decision there. It really is. It was part of the original game, and it's like they took it out of the original game and decided to sell it to you for $6 more. So stupid. Honestly, that was the dumbest thing that they could have done. I don't even know who makes decisions anymore. Like, who makes these stupid ass decisions? The amount of like dumb shit that we see companies trying to do to try to get an extra nickel out of our pocket is just so ridiculous. Oh man. Alright, then we have some great news for the Wukong devs. It has been 2 weeks since the launch of Black Myth Wukong. Analysts have now shared that it has reached $852 million in gross revenue. Just nuts. That's nuts. And they are calculating that based on the fact that it sold 17.8 million units. So that's what they're estimating it, that they've made $852 million off of this, which they probably really need. I don't know how much they actually spent on this, but they did spend they had to have spent a good amount. They had this thing in development for a long time, like a really long time. So I think they made out though. I think they recovered for sure. Then we had some, I guess technically Capcom on the Street Fighter Twitter page. Street Fighter 6 has sold over 4 million units globally, which is pretty good, I think, for a fighting game. Remember, fighting games are not the same level as like a Helldivers game or whatnot, or Pal World. Like, 4 million is pretty good. Pretty good all around when it comes to fighting games. Especially because that's like a buy-to-play. Although, yeah, it's a buy-to-play. I think all of them are. Now that I'm thinking about it, I don't think there's any free-to-play. No, I don't think there is any free-to-play, like, fighting games. Yeah. Alright, I got sidetracked. Moving on to our next bit of news. Which is a little sad. Not a great way to end, but that's okay. After 17 years of being the lead incubator and cluster organization for the Dutch games industry, Dutch Games Garden regretfully announces that it will close its doors as of January 2025. This decision was made due to the changes in the opportunities and focus for public funding, which makes it no longer possible to realize a balanced budget that allows the continuation of activities in a responsible manner. Since its foundation in 2008, Dutch Game Garden has played a crucial role in the growth and development of countless startups and established game companies. Over the years, more than 130 companies have participated in this incubation program. More than 150 companies have had offices in the Dutch Garden cluster, allowing them to pursue and realize their creative ideas. Yeah, it's kind of crazy. These kind of things, if you guys haven't heard of these things, these like incubation programs and so on, what they basically are is like public resources and funding to help small indie companies kind of establish themselves and get their games out. And they provide a ton of resources, sometimes on the publishing side, sometimes on the tools side, like having offices and like a space to actually work in and so on. They do a lot of things and like even teach people. They don't really do anything because they're nonprofits at the end of the day. So they don't like, they're not like EA publishing. It's not that kind of publishing that they do. So like it's a really sad thing to see something like that go. Because like this was helping to develop and nurture indie games in the Dutch vicinity. So yeah, it is what it is. Captain Deranged, how you doing? Just want to say you're awesome and amazing. We appreciate all you do. Keep being you and never stop. Thank you, Deranged. Thank you so much, Captain. Appreciate that. Our last bit of news is Epic Games Store. We have Football Manager 2024 and Sniper Ghost Warrior contracts free. Make sure you grab your copies while you can before the 12th. Hug. No hug command here, but I appreciate the sentiment. Hug right back to you. And that covers our news segment. Now we're going to go and jump into some of the other fun things that we got here. We got trailers, a couple of game trailers. There wasn't a lot of crazy stuff this week. It's finally starting to slow down, it seems, a little bit. Especially because, like, there was no shows this week. And we're finally going into the fall, so we shouldn't have any more, like, showcases happening as much. Although I think Tokyo Game Show is around the corner, and so is the Game Awards in December. So, but our first game, which I think the trailer is actually titled wrong. Let me just confirm this. Yeah, it is titled wrong. I don't know why that's... I wonder if this is because that was a working title. Huh. Odd. Anyway, here is a game. Simulator game. This is called Low Budget Repairs. Ish. These guys really need better quality, like, trailers. My God. Before, after. Good enough. Why did you make so many holes just to hang a painting? Like, what? He moved the bookshelf so that he wouldn't paint the bookshelf. He's like, oh, $100. Pocket that shit. European like circuits are so weird looking to me. Oh my God. He's gonna blow the motherfucking house. Yeah, I mean, it wouldn't be to that level. That's a little ridiculous, but... Or for the good door, right? Low budget repairs. There you go. You get what you pay for. Next trailer we have is a game called Whispers of the Eyeless. Yeah, weird name, but let's do this.
The whispers call to me. Their demands are unceasing. I am the first prophet of the dead gods. Many voices echo in my mind. The cult of the dead gods will grow. I will do what must be done. We will deliver Aranthor to the dead gods and save as many as we can. I am your prophet. As my power grows, so shall yours. None will oppose us. Fall before wrath's savage might. Give in to desire's deepest longing. Behold madness's infinite truths. Aranthor must.
It's kind of interesting. It has almost a Darkest Dungeon vibe to it.
Service. Can you hear them?
Yeah, it made me think of Darkest Dungeon when I was watching this. The next trailer we have is, just from that sound you can probably tell, is a Nintendo trailer. Here is Mario Luigi's Brothership. Where are the Chad games? This isn't a Chad game? You don't like Mario? I'm actually with that, to be honest. I'm not crazy about Mario either. I can play them. They're fun, but not exactly my go-to Nintendo game. This next game is also a Nintendo game. Here is a name called Bakaru.
Festival troops wreaking havoc all over Japan. Disguised as a boy, Bakeru the Tanuki takes them on with his drum. Transform into Japanese fairy tale heroes like Momotaro and Kintaro and use their special skills. And you can't forget the giant robot battles. Bakeru's action-packed adventure through Japan begins. Available now.
Sadly, no. Pass on this one too. I know what Chad wants. Chad wants that Stellar Blade is what he wants. That's what Chad's looking for. Here's another game called Deliver at All Costs, which kind of reminded me of Old School Driver, just from a different perspective.
1959, a time of rock and roll, polka dot dresses, and the ever-looming dread of nuclear annihilation. Before
Zombie!
is Winston
How you
Green.
doing?
So, a couple of years back, all roads led me to St. Monique. That's where everything kicked off.
You may be clever, and a good courier even. Oh, but I trust you about as much as a penguin trusts a shark as a swimming buddy.
Well, that's a saying.
Warning.
Hey, stop that!
Device activated. Please avoid impact.
Whoa, what the?
Freaking had a nuke in the back of the truck. Like, what? Looks like it's gonna be really silly. Reminds me of Driver, like I said, but in a different perspective and probably a bit more comical. Miss Driver. I really do. Wish that's a franchise that would come back. And then we have... This is technically out already. I kind of dabbled in it already. Here is the No Man's Sky Aquarius update.
Introducing No Man's Sky Aquarius.
We have fishing!
Relax alone or together with friends. Find your perfect fishing spot and cast out your line.
I'm waiting for part 3 of Final Fantasy. Wait, you finished it already?
Can be used to bait and trap rare catches.
Game looks hilarious, right?
New cooking recipes and combinations are out there to be discovered. Complete your fishing log. Fish in comfort from your personal fishing platform. Prepare your bait. Earn trophies and new fishing equipment. A community fishing expedition sends players competing for the biggest catch. The Aquarius update brings fishing and a host of watery features to No Man's Sky. More will follow.
You have all these trailers in Discord, right? Yes, they will end up on Discord later today or tomorrow. One or the other. I usually post them up. The video takes a little bit longer for me to put up, unfortunately, but the articles and trailers will all be there later today, if not tomorrow. And that was the last thing. Yep. That was the last trailer. Yeah, it wasn't a busy week. A little bit quiet. Couple things happened. Couple of trailers. Not too bad. That being said, that concludes the news and trailer time of our stream for today. And so for all you guys who are watching this on YouTube, don't forget to like and subscribe. Each one of those helps to appease the algorithm gods and hopefully make the stream into a reality. And for all of us here on Twitch, we are going to switch over to some games, have some fun. 5 out of 10 trailers. It wasn't a crazy trailer week. They can't all have showcases every week, chat. There was a couple of decent ones. But yeah, we didn't even have 8 this week.